I was just a shy kid when it came to like, especially music. I didn't want anyone to know I did music. But I say it all changed when I moved to India and I was 16.
Mm.
When I started music when I was 9, but I moved to India just to learn Indian classical music. And it changed me in a way where it gave me not only discipline, but a lot of resilience. Because I was on my own in a village, in a bend, with my gran. And sometimes it was just like consistently no friends. It was just work.
Yeah.
It was just practicing, doing music and just being away from everybody. I remember being in the bend and like sometimes, you know, when you're in the different environment, you you're always looking for that, what's the right thing to say? You're always looking for that thing where it reminds you of home, but I didn't really have that in India. It's just I had to find a new me.
Yeah.
So living out there, having one call a week to my parents, because in my village no one had a phone.
Was it your decision to go out there?
It was actually my dad's decision, and I'd say it was his decision because he saw something in me since I was 9 years old. Like he had his whole music vision for me.
What did he see, do you think?
It was, I just had this ability to just pick up notes and be able to sing in tune. And I'd say with him, because he was so passionate about music, so passionate about being on the creative side, because he was a Bhangra dancer, he was a musician himself and a singer. He had this whole open mind in terms of you should do what you love. And I think he put that onto me, but it just turned out to be the perfect thing for me. But around about 12 or 13 years old, he always said, look, if you want to learn proper music and you want to learn the language Punjabi properly, you have to live in that environment and you have to be away from the distractions. So it was kind of like the topic and the conversation like every other month or every other week sometimes. And when I finished GCSEs, boom, I went to India.
Being 16 and going there, you're still basically a child. You're young.
Yeah, I was super, super young. I remember the day he left and I was so emotional. Like for weeks, I was just emotional. But I found this, I was that kid, like I always wanted to make my parents proud. Like, you know what I mean? I always wanted to be that kid where I do everything right in the right way. And be
What do you think that was?
I don't know. I think I was just the emotional regulator in my house. I was a kid where if my mom was upset, I'd be with her. If my brother was upset or my sister, I'll be taking care of them. I was like the parent.
That was a lot of weight to carry, really.
Yeah, a lot of emotional weight,
Yeah.
But I think when I left for India, even though I was carrying that weight, I had this real fire in my belly that I want to become great at what I do in terms of music for my dad. But I was on my own, so I figured that out somehow. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
But that place really gave me a lot of resilience. It gave me this, I don't know, just being in a different, totally different environment, some strangers. I didn't know any of them, those people, but it just helped me go in. So I prayed a lot.
Yeah.
In the mornings, I'd get up at 4:30, 4 o'clock, just pray, Japji Sahib, and I'd just be practicing for hours on end.
What do you think it taught you? You say resilience, but being in India, being in the village, what did it force you to become? Like, did you have to shed certain parts of you that you thought you were, but it no longer served you at that young age? Can you remember how it transformed you? Because I know you said off camera what happened at that time helped you years later in life.
It gave me like discipline and structure, I'd say. When I say structure in terms of my work, especially in terms of practice, and not only that, it just helped me really tune in to myself. Because when I was practicing music, I just felt lost. I felt like I was somewhere else. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things for me. It helped me just be lost in music and in myself.
Yeah. I guess that time of your life, that's a time when a lot of kids could, especially young boys, could just go off the rails, right?
Yeah.
They could start, hanging around with bad company, making mistakes. Even if they're talented at something, they drop it because they're more interested in, a girl or hanging with a guy or something. So you had no real choice, did you? But
just to go and do it. And I knew it would change me in terms of my knowledge of music but also it would just fast track me. Like, because living in England, and because I grew up in a really like white British area, like really like racist area.
Okay.
So there's a lot of racism around me. So my language was like, I was more or less more British than Punjabi,
Yeah.
I'd say, in terms of my language. So even the way I spoke, my diction was very British
Yeah.
Punjabi.
Yeah.
But when I went there, I knew it would change my diction. It would change the way the style of singing.
Yeah.
And the main thing is I'll be able to put the work in because I've got no distractions. So it was like my dad kind of like, he weaved me in that direction. And I just followed him. I followed the direction and it worked for me. So
Did you feel a lot of pressure to?
emotional pressure, yeah. I felt the first couple of weeks, I felt like it's not fair. I shouldn't be here. I should be with my parents. I should be with my brother, my sister. But as I just got into the flow of stuff, and as I got busy, I just felt at home. I just felt easy. Obviously, I had little moments where I felt upset, emotional. But the CDs from my brother, the letters from my brother, they'd always keep me kind of going. He'll send me a letter every other week. Like it was that. It seems like it's like 50, 60 years ago, but it's like it was like that. We did have like electric for days, power for days. It'll be like 40 degrees. Like it was rough, but it was also beautiful because it taught me a lot about myself that I can do this.
So did that help you shed that shy side of you? What would you say?
It gave me a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
It gave me a lot of confidence within, especially my singing. I could just be anywhere and sing. I'd be confident. But in terms of normally conversation stuff, I would say no. In terms of singing, yes, it definitely gave me that confidence in singing.
Do you still feel like that now? You're more confident on stage than around
I'm
people?
a lot more comfortable now. Like
Yeah.
just off camera as well and just speaking as well. I wasn't before. I'd say that changed even 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you went to India, did they see what your dad saw in you?
Yeah.
So they knew you were special?
Yeah. It was just, yeah, I think it's the way I dedicated myself. Like I was doing like 8 hours of practice every day. Like I'd be doing lessons of like people who were spending weeks on lessons. I'd be doing them in 2 days. Like I was just on it.
This was learning instruments,
Learning music,
everything.
singing, like harmonium, Indian classical. I did my first and my second year degree in 1 year when I was 16. So I went in, man.
And then you came back just like a different man.
It was mad because like when I moved there, I felt like I don't belong there because I was really British. But when I came back here, I felt like I don't belong here because I was very Punjabi. It was like a weird transition. But obviously I settled back into Britain because I'm born here, right? So